Kane is going to talk, and I've been preparing for this one all my life, guys.
What does he say?
He goes, hold on.
Oh, no.
Guys, if I don't win the WWE title, I will set myself on fire.
And Paul Bearer is watching at home, and he was quite surprised.
He's going to do it. He's committed. When he gets something in his mind, he can't stop. He's going to set himself on fire.
Oh my God! Clip that for the best of, Manny, please.
I've seen this. I've seen this somewhere before.
Classic match. I don't care what AEW did. NXT put on a classic of the two people you've been wanting to see collide for many years now. The legendary Nikita Lyons versus Mandy Rose. Oh, I'm sorry. Mandy Rose.
There you go. Did something for you.
There you go. Yep.
What would you say?
She's gone.
Well, what would you say if I managed to do this twice?
I would say, Manny, you really put too much effort in deleting the legacy of Jacy Jayne. I know! It's like she never has been there. Although you could have easily just put the Nikita Lyons photo on top of hers, but no, you made sure that you know that people want people to know that you blocked her out with the logo.
I do this for you, Marcus. I do this for my friend to make him happy.
I never had it this way. I never asked for this. I never asked for this.
Yes, you did. 200 episodes of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, which we've just been discussing, makes no sense.
Yes. For Manny and Marcus to say, hey, 200 episodes ago that we're going to do a show and could not think of a title for the show, we have left the Untitled there where we could have been simply known as the Manny and Marcus show. It's could have simply been that. But no, we keep the Untitled there.
And again, the show also makes no reference to what the show is about in the title.
No.
Like you've got the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast and the Sharpshooters YouTube channel. Which makes sense because it either sounds like a gun show or a
wrestling.
A wrestling. But yeah, the Manny Marcus show could be anything. Yeah. And going by thumbnails, it could be about breasts.
Yeah. I was like, I would think this is a gun show. They're like, it's a gun channel with sharpshooters. You see the guy with the target, the little black man being targeted. Maybe it's a political show. Who knows? Who knows? But then you click this show and you go, this is nonsense. Who are these half-naked women? Why are they pointing at each other? And why do they never talk about what's going on the thumbnail?
And then Marcus said something on one of the live streams over the weekend.
I don't recall.
Yeah, he said that the thumbnail should be of a number and breastises. And I said, yes, but you have to do it as well. And he hasn't brought that to the table.
I forgot. I didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing.
I've done it based on his reasoning. Bear in mind, I was exhausted when he told me this.
Yes. Bear in mind, I'm fully rested. Oh, shit. That was perfect, too. She had no reason to pull them out either. Just brought out her big ass titties to that segment with her.
Yeah, so this isn't the thumbnail. It's this one. Because I don't think many people understand it, so I've left it as this one.
Well, we're a classy show. That's why it's that one. That's why it's this one.
We ain't classy. So, are you ready to get into today's show?
Yeah, but the fact that Eric goes, pure silicone milk, baby. No lactose involved. I can see him celebrate that. And his wife just hit him in the back. Eric!
I mean, we can clip this and send it to her.
But Manny, I don't want to clip this in the regular way. I want to put it in a brown envelope and be in trench coats and a hat and a disguise and be like, "Here you go." And then she opens it up. Thumb drive.
No, not thumb drive, Marcus. I want it on a VHS tape.
I'm gonna play this shit.
And then she has to go on a quest to find a VHS player. Who
Yes.
has those?
You know, someone should make a bad movie about that. Why would you give me this VHS thing? I gotta find one. It'd be like Harold and Kumar searching for White Castle, and they go on a crazy adventure just to find a VHS VCR.
Welcome to Raw is Retro on the Sharpshooters Wrestling YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. I am your host, Ross. With me, as ever, is my trusty sidekick, the Jerry Lawler to my Jim Ross, if you will.
You can't even call me a pervert. Are you suggesting I'm a pervert? Because that you'd be correct
not.
with that.
Maybe it's perverted, perverted, a little racist, from Memphis, all of that.
Just to point out, I'm not racist, but all the other things he just listed, and apart from being from Memphis, correct. Scandal.
Released the drama here today on the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Manny, I am going to say something, and I know we had a rule not talking about our dicks anymore, but I have to say it. I have to talk about not only my dick, but Vince McMahon's dick as well today. I've been wanting to do a show so bad, my dick is hard. To quote the great Ice-T, because my dick is as hard as John Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon looking at a paralegal in his lawyer's office. This is amazing.
You say this, but yeah. I was thinking, I'm gonna have an easy day. Easy day. Done the thumbnails last night. Did the overlays for the show, and yeah, I thought, this, maybe the thumbnail. I wake up this morning and my world was flipped.
When you learn it's boss time and it's Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis looking at you, that's what it is. The new tag team champs of the world. We wonder what happened to those vacant titles, and you know who picked them up? Vince and Laurinaitis. Scandal. Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Tell me what you're working with.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I know. That's why I was like, it threw me off the intro. Welcome to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am Lord Manny Hayes. He is
Marcus, the grand finale. And Manny, I want to ask you a question. It's a personal question. You're my friend. You're my co-host. You're my brother at this current moment. I'm in a situation with a paralegal. I have to give her the go away money. And I just pass it down to you for whatever reason. I don't know why. I'm done. Dick don't work as good as yours, I guess. I don't know. But you taking the fall for me? We got to continue the show, man. Take the fall. Take the fall, man. Be the fall guy.
No.
Stooge up for me, Manny. Damn it. Save my marriage.
What marriage? That marriage has been a shambles for years.
Yeah. I knew it was in shambles when he was on the stage with Trish and had her barking like a dog, and she was paralyzed. That was fact. That was real. That was too real. I can't wait for those Raws. I can't wait for those Raws retro episodes, man. You guys get to talk about. Oh, this is where it all began. This is where the scandal began. But
wow! I didn't think this was gonna happen ever again.
Trap Daddy Hayes.
Oh God, that is a good one too.
Trap Daddy.
Trap Daddy.
Manny, the quote Nate Dogg and Wise Man, it ain't no fun unless the homies have. So, and I honestly can sing the whole song right now, word for word. And it would apply to professional wrestling right now, to the news. That could be breaking news. I wouldn't mind having Nate Dogg on a news desk. Guys, the news story, scandal. It ain't no fun if the homies ain't. I'm done. John Laurinaitis and McMahon are sharing Jeremy McDevitt's share illegal, and they gave it $3 million to shut the fuck up in the NDA.
Oh, El Luchadork with the pure hate. He went on a 30-mile bike run, but he came back just so he could shit on Vince and his bullshit stuff to pop a rating. I mean, I
don't believe you did 30 miles. Prove it.
Wow. Betty questioned this man 30 miles. Wow. How can he prove it to you, Betty? How can he prove it to you?
I don't know. But look, I can do this. I ran for 2 million miles. What, you're gonna? I didn't even spell it correctly. Are you gonna believe me?
And that's not even that's 2,300 million Nikes. What the fuck did you take, Manny? What did you take, Manny? I question your education at this current moment. You questioning this man's athleticism around biting 30 miles. I question you and your math, right?
If I read this,
I could be dyslexic for all you know.
Marcus, I think he just said he ran for 23,000 million miles. I'm not 100% sure how you read that.
Well, Luchadork's gonna send you the certificate. I don't know why we gotta show people. I don't care. Maybe can I also throw something in there? Tune into Raw's Retro just to enjoy the days as they used to be, as you see the real Vince McMahon back in 1998 be as volatile as he could be.
And let's be honest.
Because you know, if any court case come out, they're going to use this as evidence of what he was doing in 90s and 98. Oh, he had a barking like a dog.
And then on top of that, Thirst Trapper did what he always does. He put Sable on there, and to this day, Sable is still a draw.
Excuse me, Sable returned. Awesome. How dare you?
Yeah.
First of all, she didn't have to return. You would have still put her up there.
Oh, is that the image? I didn't see the thumbnail.
Sable is the thumbnail, Marcus.
He did return, Eric. And you know who brought her back? The funny part about
Vince McMahon
brought it back, Eric, and they don't disclose why he did what he did.
Man, he's been paying hush money for a long time.
But the cookie job. Vince McMahon did, not me. Yes, you did.
Let's just say, I kind of took it as WWE fans could care less what he's doing with his penis, and that's what his round of applause was when he came out to the ring. Would you agree?
I think they cared, but the more thing that I came off it was the internet backlash of this. Oh, that's all he's gonna do? What did you think he was gonna do? Go into character and be like, yeah, I fucked that bitch and I fucked her good.
Genetic jackhammer.
Yeah, I fucked that bitch and I fucked her good. Yeah, someone's gonna
Don't forget the same internet that complained about him not saying. Remember, the same internet that complained about him not saying anything were also the same internet that was complaining about him using this as a ratings boost by saying something. So one thing I've learned about the internet, you will never be able to appease anybody.
I've gone for one of the worst shirts in the history of wrestling t-shirts.
No, you look like you're wearing a shirt of yourself.
Yeah.
Got my merch made up.
And Marcus, I was perusing our internet and I came across social media and someone put a comment. This grinded my gears, Marcus. The comment read, it says Ricochet deserves better. Marcus, I did not say sex mint.
A lot of the segments we
Marcus,
you love sex mints. At the sex, you get a mint. It's like when you eat dinner. He was like, "Ooh, baby, that was good. I'm gonna get me a mint, like a mint chocolate."
If you go around and rewatch the tape, listen back to the tape, you will hear Eric say sex mints.
A lot of the sex was.
You know what? Fuck you both.
Shantae, we ran out of sex mints.
No, a sex mint would actually be used.
That sounds like he's been a good boy and he's been handed a sex mint.
No, a sex mint would be used. It will be used for one night stands. When you get up in there, you beat up the cheeks, and then you sneak out. But before you leave a mint on their pillow to let them know that it was a good time. That's what a sex mint would be used for.
Nice job to your hookers, Eric.
Let me tell you something. I learned from Derek Jeter. He gave them a basket. Probably has sex mints in there, man. You know.
Hey, but one, Eric, as much as I laugh at you leaving dinner mints, if I was the significant other, as much as I love dinner mints, chocolate dinner mints or chocolate on the pillow, I would be very appreciative of this.
I didn't know it was off.
Yeah, a sex mint sounds like a gas station.
Maybe we should tell her about your idea of sex mint.
No, because I didn't say sex mint.
A lot of the sex was...
But sex mint sounds like a very good profitable thing. Like you can sell these in sex shops. Like after the deed is done, here's a sex mint.
And Google sex mints.
I'm not Googling sex mints because then next thing you know, your Google search will be all about. You about to go, right, babe? Have a fun time.
Your wife just left you.
Yeah, she's going to the barbecue.
You're gonna leave me? Yeah, I'm gonna leave you.
Cause she didn't I didn't leave a sex mint on the pillow. That's what happened.
On the way back.
All right. We've completely derailed, but I need to know now.
Yeah.
I need to know. What would Eric the Hater gift basket contain?
I don't know.
Or post coitus.
I don't know. A thank you card.
A copy of Forbidden Door, the AEW pay-per-view. I think you're gonna like this.
No, Marcus. No, leave it, Marcus. The best of Roderick Strong Ring of Honor TV. because I broke that back. You need to see the King of the Black Vegas.
Baby, you think I'm the King of the Black Vegas? Check out this guy. Versus Sheamus and Drew McIntyre in a triple threat match, just beating the shit out of each other.
Don't put that up there. Don't give people hope because my sex mints are my own private recipe that only special people get.
Are there drugs in there?
Don't worry about what they're in there, man.
Is this FDA approved?
Shit, I gotta go cut some more mints in the back after this show, man. I mean, my tagline for my sex mints: make a great night better with the sex mint. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm Eric.
I'm Lord Money Hayes.
And I am Marcus, the grand finale.
Pop them after you pop it. Sex mints are the wave of the future. Until next week, stay sharp.
Bust into a sex mint.
Bust into a sex mint. Yeah, boy.
So I got a text very early this morning that that read, let's do it. Manny, I know you're Thirst Trapper Jones, but the thumbnail has to be MJF. I'm leaving out the bit that where it just proves Marcus failed in his efforts today.
Yeah, I said I was going to
create the facial reaction.
Yeah, when you're awake, you're motivated. But when you're tired, you're not. And that's the deepest comment I come at when someone being as tired as I am. The bags under my eyes says no. Take your ass to sleep or something. You have no energy. You have no soul to do this. Manny, before you say a word, I'm really upset with that intro now.
Why?
I could have just used those images right there and it would save me from the embarrassment and shame. We're just like this. Those are the images. That's the look I wanted. And we had it already. And I chose not to use it.
You didn't even have to bring that up.
I'll bring it up. My failures need to be put out. My therapist tells me my failures need to be brought out loud. Or something. I don't even have a therapist. Damn it! I'm out of control.
My therapist would enable you. He'd make you feel better about yourself.
Really? Oh, that's a good person. My therapist is about the you feel like shit. You're a piece of shit. Well, maybe because I am. Okay? Maybe deep down I am. Maybe we all are, Mr. Therapist Man. Maybe we all are.
Welcome to the show, the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm Lord Manny Hayes. He is Marcus the Grand Failure this week.
Yeah, Grand Failure. Yes. My name is Marcus Jacob Failure. Okay, the other MJF.
But yeah, I mean, after the match, Dino comes down, tries to fight with Shamrock, and then Mr. Personality comes down to help Shamrock, Dan Severn.
By Mr. Personality, he's talking about the man, Dan the Beast Severn.
He's awful.
The original Beast Incarnate. Beast Incarnate.
He's so bad.
The man built as a giant square. That's what he is. He's just a giant square. That's his body frame. He looks like a Jenga block. That's what he
No, he
looks like with a
looks,
mustache.
he looks like Kanye in that video. You're such a fun. I love it.
He does.
Josh Briggs has an attitude and swagger of a top guy, but the ability of a jobber.
1000%. The dude walks around like he has a big game. He reminds me he has a JBL-ish thing about him, in which he's a badass. He can do all this. But then when you see him in the ring, you go like,
what is this?
This is like
Missing.
His punches never connect. His boots never connect.
Yeah, we're all across all the social medias. You can catch these boys back on Saturday with Eric, who will never appear on this show for reasons.
Hashtag bigot.
Yeah, I don't understand. We were raised in the same household, but it came out so different. I don't know. Maybe it's a 4-year gap. And it made me laugh that the stipulation is he's banned from SmackDown because motherfuckers shouldn't be on SmackDown in the first place. We had the
He shouldn't be.
split.
He
But
shouldn't
yeah,
be.
but, you know, Roman likes banishment. Roman enjoys a good banishment.
It's a sad thing we have to Daniel Bryan. I wonder whatever happened to him once he got banished from SmackDown for life.
Now, man, I didn't hear anything that you said. You kind of broke up. What did you have to say about the main event as you were frozen on the screen right now?
Oh, I just said Roman loves a good banishment.
Well, we'll get back to Betty because we're having technical difficulties. With that being said, we go back.
Fine. You're having technical difficulties. Manny is fine. I heard everything Manny said. It's you who isn't hearing what Manny said. You keep saying Manny's having technical difficulties. Manny is fine. Okay?
I didn't hear it.
Don't like his, you ain't ready for his take. You ain't ready for his take.
You know what this is? This is the bigotry that's coming from Rora's Retro. I see what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That features in the best of, everyone. Watch that.
Look at my equality that I showed up on Raw's Retro as a black man, and we had a Filipino man, and we had everybody. We had a good melting pot, but Eric does not like that because he is the biggest racist on this channel. Period.
No, Marcus, this is the one video that will surpass the Fiend.
I doubt it.
Wait,
Fiend.
No, we've got videos that's above the Fiend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's an episode of Rora's Retro that's above the Fiend.
Oh, there we go again. There we go with
Yeah.
the Englishmen bragging about what they bring onto the table.
Me and Marcus did a Saturday show that went above the Fiend.
Manny, stand back, man. Stand back.
Welcome back to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. This is Raw is Retro on YouTube. I'm your host, Ross, and with me, as ever, is Lord Manny Hayes.
Yeah. I didn't know what I said.
Yeah, you already stole the hey from me. That was my new catchphrase. It was going to get over. I had a T-shirt printed out, hey, and now it's going yo. So for now, I'm going to take someone else's brother and just flex like this all day and go like this. And,
excuse me, the Hulk Hogan of this group is over there.
Oh yeah.
Wait, there.
I've still got all my gear. I've still got the leggings and the bandana and everything.
Excuse me, all my gear, like you go out dressed as Hulk Hogan
ready to go.
Knee pads, boots, the lot.
Ready to drop leg drops on people.
Yeah, this man knows when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. He knows that feeling.
I went whole hog. I grew my mustache for like a couple of months and bleached it and everything.
Yeah.
Wait, you knew you were going to do this? No, it's real.
If I'm a huge racist, I'm going to do it properly. Right?
If I'm going to be racist, I'm going to be the greatest racist.
Yeah. We are going to the Clash at the castle, which basically means me and Ross are finally having a blanket match. First person knocked out gets put to sleep.
But yes, we are going. We will be there. If you're going to be there, let us know. Let us know in the comments, and we're going to be kind of around the stadium before the show starts. We're going to get some footage. We're going to talk to some fans. You can tell us who, in classic, look at the sort of late 80s, early 90s WWE fashion. Tell us who your favourite wrestler is.
I will be taking donations in hand.
Yeah, but we want to hear all the regional accents. Tell us kind of who your favourite wrestler is, what match you're looking forward to in the night, and how much you love the Sharpshooters podcast.
At Clash of the Castle, if you want to talk to me before the show, you have to pay me. That's all I'm saying.
Manny will have a table set up. It's $10 per signing, much like Virgil.
Yeah. You even look at me or make eye contact. Pay me.
Is that like those takers and things, wasn't it, for his upcoming signings he's doing?
Yeah.
Like his big list of things he won't sign or refuses to sign. Such a diva. It really becomes so bad. But yes, we will be there. And we hope we will see you there as well. But until then, still a good few months away, we'll see you next week. Yeah, mate.
You guys should start a new TikTok. I can't even speak. A new TikTok trend, the Virgil Challenge, where you just set up a booth and see how little you can get signed.
Oh, that would be hilarious. I just can't be bothered to carry a table around with me.
It would be so quite morbidly fun to just sit there all day with no one. I mean, some people would approach you, wouldn't they? Because they would think, well, he's got a table and pictures. Like, he must be someone.
He gotta be somebody. He's gotta be worth something somewhere.
Yeah.
But
we should get some pictures made up, Manny, and take them. We'll sign them.
I get some. What are they called? 8x10?
Yeah, get some 8x10s. Get one of those gold pens. We'll scribble our things on it.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to sign it. Sign it differently to each picture too. This is the original. No, this is the original.
Yeah. Why does the signature suddenly look like a penis? How Romos does the Raw is Retro, and you specifically said it when we went off air. How the hell does we are able to record 3 episodes of Raw is Retro in the same time frame it takes us to do 1 episode of Raw?
It's ridiculous. Modern Raw takes 4 hours of us talking. Retro, we give you about 20 minutes, and it's smooth and easy, and it's all thanks to the big Ross man. It's all thanks to the Miss Ross man who knows how to move things along and knows how to host the show. Unlike us two, who are clearly the color commentators who don't know how to shut the fuck up. We clearly need a Michael Cole or someone out there to say, you guys.
Yeah, because neither of us are that person, though. Neither of us are that person. We are the talkers.
No. Yeah, we are. I want to say this. The world should not be able to push out people's personal DUI videos. They should not be able to do that. I don't care what TMZ got. They should not be able to do that.
Yeah, they pointed guns at you.
Yeah, you're at your worst. You're at your worst. There's no way you can look good in any of these videos. You are at your 100% worst. Evidence show that when he was arrested, Manny, he was wearing a Jag shirt. It was like, no, Jesus.
Of all things. All things to get arrested in.
Yeah, and then they sobriety test him. The first question they ask him, are you a Jags fan? And Jeff answers yes, and immediately you goes, damn, he's really fucked up. No one answers yes.
So you mean to say if I ever get a sobriety test and they ask me if I really support the Jets, I'm done for.
Yeah, you gotta say no. Unless you're in New York, man, you have to say no. You get pulled over by one of your police officers, and then they're just like, and I guess they draw sticks on you. I don't know what do you guys do, because you guys, their cops don't have guns. They draw sticks, and they're like, "Are you?" And they point at you like Sting. I don't know how your cops operate without the guns.
It's pretty much the same, just without guns.
I just feel like they point the stick at you like Sting and a bat. Like, hey. We'll use this. But they ask you, hey, you a Jets fan? And if you be like, I am. Name us a quarterback, sir. Name us a quarterback. And you start naming off all the bad quarterbacks. Who's the current starting? I'm going to say Chad Pennington. Oh, he might be sober. He's not.
Leave him alone. He's sick. He's a sick man. Leave him alone.
This man is disturbed.
Riddle, this is the best part of this whole thing. Riddle claims Maurice drags Miz around with his tiny balls
Oh,
And then something about that accent when Marie said it. He's like, no, he's got average balls. No, above average balls. Gigantic, massive balls. Huge,
what?
the biggest balls in the whole world. And then Riddle starts to prove it, Sean.
Prove it. Well, as a wife, how do you answer that question without making it seem like he's medically unhealthy? He doesn't have tiny balls. He has average balls. Okay, it's okay. And then you realize what you're saying because English isn't her first language. She goes, wait a minute. He's a Benz, man. He has giant balls. Biggest in the world.
Exactly what Luchadork said. She basically described balls that have tumors.
Yes, Manny, I am in the fan base, but I'm in the I will admit to having average balls. Unlike my penis, which is cool, I think my balls are very average. I would not say they are above or anything. And let me mind people, the size of the balls are not the courage of the man. It's a part of the anatomy, okay? Some people with large balls are cowards. Just say.
I thought we weren't going to talk about this stuff ever again, but no, you keep bringing it up.
Genitalia is a natural part of life. Genitalia.
So Rhea gave a decent promo for her part, claiming Bianca is trying to convince herself she is the EST, but she doesn't tell people she is intimidating. She just is.
Yeah.
Rhea gives off that energy that she'll rip your dick off and throw it away.
Yeah. And then find it later and light it on fire. Like, I don't even understand why that was a thing. I don't even care about it anymore. I'm never going to be able to use it again. You lit my dick on fire after you shit ripped it off. You bitch, you bitch.
What the hell was Apollo's diary?
I know. I declared Dax and Ospreay the greatest moment of the week. Nah, this made me laugh harder than anything. I don't know why he was in the diner. I don't know why he was looking at the. For one, that man may have been right. That waitress was fucking up all day. For one thing, he had no reason to go over there and visualize slamming the man's head onto the table and killing him, and then going over there anyway, and then I guess kneeing him in the face. Is that why you came back to NXT, Apollo? You're going to jail. You can't just be attacking weapons.
Yeah, I know. I know. That is. I would have thought he would have got arrested for that.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, sure. Fight for the voiceless of like people that waitresses, waiters, people in the service industry, people that work in retail. You fight for them when people are shouting at them because it's not their fault most of the time.
Who was this guy though? I was looking at the guy. He had a whole booth to himself. Just bitching him, moaning about his meal or whatever he was complaining about.
Have you ever done something like
just walk
before?
away? What, walk over and be like, excuse me, sir, shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Nah, I would never.
I have.
I'm more of the what's going on over here?
So you know when you kind of have this where in your job you have to conduct yourself professionally a lot of the time, where you can't really say what you're feeling, even though that other person when you're dealing with a member of the public is being a prick, right?
Yeah, we can say that. We can say that right here. I'll say it on live camera. Yeah.
So I was in a I was about to have an X-ray of my teeth. The 3D X-ray they do.
Yeah.
So it was a really fancy part of like it was a really fancy private dentist where the National Health Service sent me to get this done. So I had to get this done. Spent like £200 to get it done. Ridiculous.
Dentistry is a scam.
I should have just taken a picture of my teeth with my camera.
Yeah. I'm sure that's gonna come out of the app. I'm sure it's gonna come out of Dentistry, the app. Just take pictures and then the dentist will send you an email. You good? Cavity right here.
This old man was being really rude to the receptionist. Like proper, like, no, my dentist said you can burn the image onto a disc and give it to me, and she's all going by policy. No, we can't do that for you, sir. And then he rings his dentist, and he's being a right prick to it. Like, look, see, he said do it. Yeah. And then like eventually she breaks down and goes, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then he continues berating her. It's like, I was right. Like, to her face. Yeah, so I stood up and was like, you got what you want. Can you just leave her alone and let her do a job? And then he started coming at me. Well, he started to try come at me. Old man, he can't come at me.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole myself.
Yeah. The Prince of Petty.
And he's like,
on this.
and then he kept making sniper remarks about me. He's like, carry on. I was like, carry on talking. I'll come up and stand up. I'll come hit you. He's like, oh, did your parents teach you how to talk like that? I was like, oh, we're gonna go like this now. Oh.
No, my parents taught me this.
And then I was like, oh, carry on. And I was like, carry on, and I will slap the yellow off your teeth.
Ooh. Damn.
And then this young woman said, can you please stop? I was like, why? He's the one antagonizing me. And and then he was like, don't talk to my wife like that. And I was like, wife? Are you sure? And then I'd already had my scan at that point, so they were trying to get me out because I kept shouting at the man.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you've already, and then they were like, oh, we just need you to pay. Oh wait, you've already paid, you can go. So so I went, thank you to all the staff. I was like, thank you, have a Merry Christmas and everything. And then I stepped out the door. But then I came back in. I went, except you motherfucker. I hope you have a terrible one, and went downstairs. And it was justified, Marcus, because the receptionist called me afterwards. Probably broke protocol to say thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But Manny, I wish your story started with, and then the dude was talking shit, and then he started talking about my mother, and I just yelled, Apollo! But now we need to talk about the most important thing that happened this week. Okay, so at one point, Draco was sat in the diner and contemplating his life in that exact same diner.
Yeah,
and thought about his life. Now another black man sat in that diner and thought about his life and wrote in his diary, and then probably went to jail that night for attacking a white patriot in that diner.
He did,
because he had no reason to get that money. That lady should have buttered that man toast. That's all I know in that segment. He was upset, and he had a right to be. That food was terrible.
I'm going to tell you right now
that their food is terrible so they can make better food. That's all that man was doing. He did not deserve a knee to the face or his face being smashed. It's that you need to throw Apollo in jail if that's his real name.
Let me point out, Apollo Crews might be facing attempted murder because this was a premeditated attack. This was an example of mind your own business. I mean, I understand he was being rude, he was being delusional, but you are not the hired security guard for that diner. If you were, so be it. I hate to let Apollo know the situation that would have went down. Although that white man was rude to that person, when he went over and beat up the white man, guess who would have become the number one enemy? Apollo, because they would have turned on him so quickly. Like, sometimes you just got to mind your own business and just walk away. Well,
Manny shared a story in which he couldn't mind his business at a dinner shop on this week in the same situation. And then Manny was Apollo. Manny.
We were the same color, my friend. We were the same color.
Color them involved. They were beating everybody up.
And we haven't done this in a while. Good morning, good evening. It's been a while since I've been around. So fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck him!
To Ferrari. Your F1 car is crap. Not unreliable. Sasha Banks coming to work.
Fuck! If I'm whoever he's talking about Ferrari and the F1, I'm readily watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show because I want to get the latest on Vince McMahon news. And then all of a sudden, what the fuck? I'm being attacked?
Well,
I walked into this.
It's Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis that constantly gets attacked on this show. You don't know when, but he will.
At least he knows it's a wrestling show. Like, my baby brought up. I can still go with the fuck. Like, if I'm an F1 driver of Ferrari, I'm just going in like, just want to get away from all the media. We had a bad day on the track. Let's just get away. It's like, fuck that one. No! The one place I thought I wouldn't get this.
Can we start off with some stuff, seeing as Maurice is in the house? I got called a chipmunk-looking motherfucker on the McDonald's yesterday.
You should be a bald chipmunk-looking motherfucker, or a bald chipmunk tattoo-looking motherfucker who hangs around the black chipmunk-looking motherfucker.
And that's all I'm going in. I'm not going into further detail because of people's names and stuff like that. But I was personally offended by it.
It became personal with me.
Because I don't believe I look like a chipmunk motherfucker.
Emotional, damn it!
Manny, I'm leaving the best of show. You need to add this clip, and you need to put the chipmunk next to me as we do the show. And you're like, Manny! And it's see, like, I don't look like a chipmunk motherfucker, and it's currently a chipmunk saying that.
No, because people will go back and look and it's like, did they really just replace Marcus with a chipmunk? Is this race appropriation?
I've been recast by a chipmunk. Not just any chipmunk, a chipmunk-looking motherfucker. This chipmunk fucks mothers. This makes me sick.
No, Maurice, it's cool. It's cool. I've blocked him, so I don't see his shit anymore anyway. So like, don't worry about it.
A chipmunk, yes, but a motherfucker, you are not, man. That's what Luchadork said. What would you rather be, the chipmunk or the motherfucker?
Chipmunk is kind of rude because like that's like saying you've got fucked up teeth. It's also a compliment, like your skin color, your skin tone.
Oh yeah.
You don't know those kind of. You don't know if there was racial connotations there, so I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. So, so it's all that. So it's just like that's really racist, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would like to back. I'm thinking of a million comebacks I would have for you, Eddie. Well, if I'm a chick butt motherfucker, I got the reputation by fucking your mother. Oh, that would have been my comeback. That would have been my comeback. Oh, I'm on the roll. And then, fight. Blood and guns. Tag team match. Me, Manny.
So Levi said, what did I say to piss that guy off? I merely put a post to Kip Sabian questioning if AEW going to let his contract run out with a box on his head.
Like, that's the reason? That's the post?
So, no. So I said that.
I was out there defending Kip Sabian?
I said that, and then he basically come back and said to me, no, he's only been doing it for 3 months. Check your facts, you fucking chipmunk-looking motherfucker, or something along those lines. I know I was called a chipmunk, and then...
I swear to God, Manny, that's the stupidest way to get into a rage war over. It's the Kip Sabian thing?
Exactly.
The shit posting you do, whether it's spam or shit posted or whatever, I would come at you for anything. But that one, I saw that post and I thought nothing of it, and it was like,
no. So he said,
right.
I was honestly going to come back and go, oh no, I actually scrolled through all of Kip Sabian's tweets yesterday before I decided, do you know what, this is too much. This is too much because it went back to January, which, if you count, is 6 months. But he decided to go, no, it's 3 months. I don't have time for people that are way too one thing.
You know what needs to end on the internet? Not just insults, but the line, search your facts. Do your research. Do all this. Fuck you. This is the internet. I'm not in class. I'm here to talk shit.
A chipmunk, really?
You chipmunk.
But yeah,
anyway.
I blocked it. I deleted the post. There's no evidence of this thing anymore. I don't want anyone coming back onto the interwebs going, you know what? Manny is a chipmunk motherfucker.
Yeah, because Manny, when they check their facts, they're gonna Google Manny chipmunk motherfucker. Ah, got it. I did my research.
Yeah, so the easiest route, just block, and then take the moral ground. Don't bite. Because his reply was, I replied, really name calling, like we're both adults. And then he was like, "Yeah, I'm salty because you hate on AEW too much." I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." I like to make jokes about both companies, but there you go.
Yeah. But the thing is, again, on a weekly basis, I believe WWE gets more hate than AEW on this show. If you think about the hours, the way we dismiss Raw is pure hate. I don't feel like we ever. There's a lot of times we go to Raw and we go, "This show is horrible."
Yeah, if you actually look back now, we don't actually hate as much on AEW as we used to.
Oh,
I think
I'm going to give all the hate.
No,
I
feel like
all the hate.
I feel like programming wise, they kind of looked at some of the criticisms they've been getting and right the wrongs of some of it. But yeah, let's get right into it. Enough of me being a chipmunk motherfucker.
Yeah, but Manny, in honor of you being a chipmunk motherfucker, I'm gonna hate this episode of AEW so I can be the chipmunk motherfucker that protected the other chipmunk motherfucker.
Welcome everybody
Skyscraper Shanky.
Welcome everybody to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I'm Eric. I'm the person that told Tony Khan no.
Oh.
What?
What?
Well,
where are you going with that? You can't. You can't confuse us in the middle of an opening.
Well, you know,
yeah,
Tony Khan,
now you're speaking in riddles. I don't even know. Like, you're not completing your sentences in the thumbnail, and you're speaking in riddles. Finish your thought.
Well, Tony Khan sent me an email. Tony Khan sent me an email to the secret Sharpshooters account and said, "Hey, I would like to offer you guys a spot on the buy-in." And I said, "Hell no, I don't do buy-ins. I want to be on the real Forbidden Door." And that's why Swerve Scott and Keith Lee are on the buy-in now, because we said no. Because I know you guys was about that life.
You're a fool.
Manny,
you're a fool.
I ain't on no cold open. I'm on the main show, damn it. If you go open up,
you made me on the main show.
Cost us all money.
You turned down.
You made that
you turned down money.
That was easy money.
He was trying to pay. He was trying to pay us in snow, man. He was trying to pay us in snow.
I would have still took it. I would have flipped that shit. But you cost the entire. This show has not made a dime since its inception, and yet Tony Khan, here he comes, coked out of his mind, offering you money. You like, no, I need to be on the full show. Who the hell are you? You
Marcus,
ain't JD McGillicuddy.
Marcus,
their names are.
JD McDowell. But to your credit, this show has made $243.52. That's how much we have made.
Of debt?
No.
How many times are you paying for subscription services in this?
Well,
in the StreamYard stuff?
I do not.
That's all money. Damn it!
I do not consider how much money I have spent for hosting and the money that we make. It's just like Vegas. No one talks about how much you put down. You only talk about how much you win.
They do. No one ignores shit.
Well, El Luchadork is talking about TK and sharing his stash with me. That's how he cut all that weight. Maybe that's how I got the Forbidden Door email. Who knows? Maybe I was high out my mind. I don't know.
Coke buddies. I didn't know that was coming.
Explains a lot.
You guys are Coke buddies. Shit.
Right now, I can't feel my face. Anyway, how are you gents doing today?
Confused, Eric. I'm confused with your dialogue. Yeah. You're like an NPC that's glitching.
Please just walk through a wall and clip and be like,
please bring me my frying pan. I brought you the damn frying pan. What are you gonna do? Please bring me the frying pan. Yeah. That happened in The Witcher.
But again, I've seen this image somewhere before.
You watch way too much TV, Manny.
Yes.
Too much TV.
We don't have anything else to talk about. Clearly, wrestling is done. Marcus don't have any more questions. Should we just end the show, gentlemen? Or do you guys want to talk about anything else? I mean, do you want to bring the pre-production conversation about slides into the mix?
Nah, that was a moment that we can't recreate. But unless the people in the comments want to chime in and talk about slides. And we're talking about slides at the park, y'all.
At the park, man.
Not the cha-cha slide.
Nah. We talk about when you go and you get on a hot ass slide and then you slide down it. Then the kid had to sit at the end, and then someone else come down. There's a fight because they kicked him off the bottom because he shouldn't have been sitting there. You know
what kind of slider are you? Are you one of those reverse sliders that like to climb up the slide, or are you just someone that just want to go to the park and get your Wii on?
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you this right now. The biggest mistake I've ever made in my life with the slide, and I didn't even say this in the pre, is when I went down head first. You should never go down head first on the slide. Never. It burns up your chest.
Slide.
Nah, man. Nah.
Well,
just,
here's
you
the
know-
question. We kind of touched on this. Are you a plastic slide or the metal steel slide that burns your ass if it is hot outside?
I feel the plastic slide burn your ass just as much though.
I don't like the plastic slide at all. I feel like it collects more dirt.
Mark, I
I
don't
feel
feel
like the little mirror slides, you get more slick.
Let me-
You slide through that motherfucker, you're like,
Marcus,
and you get
Marcus,
that lift. You come land on your
Marcus,
feet.
I agree with you, Marcus. I don't think the plastic slide has the slide ability that the metal slide has. I think the slide ability level on the metal slide is more powerful. And you would be the asshole Levi that would run up the slide backwards.
Hey,
man.
I'm one of them. I want to slide backwards. I'm a climbing slide. I climb the slide if it's big enough.
Yeah, just traditional Wii slide. but first check in your new slides that have the full covering. There may be a homeless person in there, so check before you go down there.
I used to slide like this, but now I just slide DMs. That's how it is right now.
So Levi, I appreciate you being a swingman. For me, whatever reason, I was the merry-go-round kind of guy. I like to spin people. I like to spin.
Yeah,
I like to make people sick and make them fall off.
I missed the merry-go-round. It's the merry-go-round, which is just you push it and you gotta push every that way you gotta jump on. Yeah, and then you jump on it. That shit was fun, man. That was but people were big and that shit was tiring. I know why. You do a few of those and you be like, man, I gotta jump on this. One thing I think they need to ban from the park, and I mean this is other than the Peters and the Fouls. They need to ban the little pony thing that rocks back and forth on the screen.
Marcus,
that shit is whack. That shit's always been whack.
Marcus.
No. Imagine having this as an adult. I sit on those with my friend, and sometimes we have a serious conversation.
Yeah, Marcus.
You can't look. You look really stupid going like this,
Marcus. See, Marcus, I'm not with you with that one because I feel like more business plans have been laid out on those ponies. More deals has been done. You know what they need to get rid of? The individual merry-go-round where you stood up there, you had to turn yourself. That was stupid.
The one where you feel like you were working on a train.
Yeah. It's like I don't need that in my life. But Marcus, also let me point out what those things were really, Marcus. Those were called breaks, Marcus. Those were called like shit. This slide that whooped my ass, this merry-go-round that whooped my ass, but I don't want to stop playing, so I'm just gonna go sit on this pony and rock a little bit, so people still think I'm in the game, but I'm really done. That's what that was.
You know what? You know how people always talk about sliced bread's the greatest invention of all time? The person that had been in some of these park rides, man, because these shit's been going on for what, 200 years? Park ain't changed one bit. And kids are still having the same fun. Like you said, you went to the park with Jayne and Kiara. They're Waynes and stuff, throw random names at people. Kids. And Eric, nieces and nephews.
I still got hate in my heart because it's one thing at the park that I can't do and I still can't do to this day. And you know what that is? The jungle gym, man. I can't do the fucking jungle gym, and it pisses me off. And
it's an easy concept.
And
you
I
just
felt
one arm after the other.
And let me tell you guys something.
I felt hang there. Always like the kids to get stuck.
I realized that we're more
like, what happened?
We're extremely passionate about it. I feel like parks really took a downward fall when they started putting the cargo net in there. I don't think anybody really cared for the cargo net. I've seen more people get hurt in the cargo net than anybody because it's like this ain't American Gladiators. We don't need that.
I feel like when the park tried to get safe, that's when the park went downhill. I'll be honest. When they decided to just not let you fall on asphalt.
That's why I broke my arm.
Luchadork, you're crazy, man. I ain't trying to be in the sand when it's wet. That's just nasty. It's like
the sand's disgusting. As we talked about earlier, the sand's
that's actually how this conversation started. Throwing sand.
But Marcus, let me be honest. I understand sand is disgusting. I get that.
Sand is the enemy of human.
However, Marcus, I'm not a big fan of the plastic mats. They're hot. Yeah. I believe the sand was a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't like new park shit. I hate fake park. I hate when they fake it.
Don't
fake that shit. Give me the real park. Give me the park with the edge. Give me some edge in my park.
I need a park where I can find a needle in the sand. That's how you know you're really at the park.
Hold on. You know they changed. As a kid, I always thought they changed the game at the park when the slide had you had little steps and little nets, and like you had it was not just a slide. It was a multiple conglomerate. It was like being in the elimination chamber at times, or the WCW 3 cages match. Eric, they have zip lines.
Mark, they got zip lines now, man. They got zip lines.
Man, that just seems like that would be fun. Whoops. I didn't mean to click that. That was an accident. Oh, that was also a pre-show conversation about what kind of horror I would be.
Marcus, that didn't need to be brought up, Marcus.
That's all right. I'll let the world know I will be a companion.
You'd also smoke cigarettes after you got done.
I would always smoke cigarettes to get the taste out your mouth. Think about how did I get in this situation? And you realize
you should be thinking about how you got that.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along who got me in this situation.
Oh,
by the way, you want to get
I was in a meeting and they started sharing their screen, so I turned off my camera in the meeting. Mm-hmm. And then because I had wireless headphones on, I started I was in the office. I was spinning around in my chair to the point where I was actually using the table as more momentum to spin. And then for a moment I had to stop and like, did I turn off the camera?
Hey, long phone conversation, meeting conversations, the fidgeting of what you're doing. That's why these shouldn't be cameraman, because people be walking in circles, they stumbling around, they're flipping pencils around, you're spinning in chairs. So by the way, if you want this show to end, me and Manny are willing to shut the fuck up for the rest of our life. You give us $3 million each, 100,000 over time. Slowly give it to us because we're blowing on knives and cocaine in the first week probably, but slowly give it to us.
All right,
10-minute video at best.
Yeah, we never make 10-minute videos. You know that.
You're right. Because we chipmunk motherfuckers.
And on that note, from one chipmunk motherfucker to another chipmunk motherfucker, we out. Peace.